Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. Well, this is going to be the week of a lot of chaos. I'm going to be spending the week getting things finalized around here. I'm going to start packing, which I've kind of already done with all that scrapbook stuff. And yeah, get final things done. And by the weekend, I'll be packing my car up. So yeah, I don't know how things are going to go when we get to my mom's. I don't know. Yesterday was another one of those phone calls where she was confused and asking me the same thing repeatedly. And then she just started shutting down about it all. So I don't know how things are going to go. She's really fixated on her books. Now, I have watched enough episodes of Hoarders to know what I'm getting myself into. Okay? I have lived with this my whole life with my mom. And for those haters that have been watching my channel, keep your comments to yourself, please. And that's all I'm going to say on that. You know who you are. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I told her yesterday, I said, the first thing we will do when I get there, I gave her the date. She asked me the date a couple of times. I said, we will go through your books. The very first thing. First and foremost, we will go through all your books. So that seemed to calm the waters a little bit, if you will. Drinking my good old breakfast blend from Sam's Club. Good stuff. So, yeah. So anyways, yesterday was a hot one. Not so much here where we live, but where our church is at, it's in the valley. So if you ever hear people talking about the Valley of Los Angeles, or they live in the valley outside of Los Angeles or in LA County, that's what I'm talking about. It hit 101 yesterday. And then when we went back for the evening service, it was still 91 degrees. It was pretty warm. So yeah, summer is definitely knocking on our door. We've got, I think, summer solstice is on the 20th, I think, is what my mom told me. My mom's always on top of that stuff, so. Anyways, okay. So over the weekend, well, I guess it would have been Saturday. Yeah. My husband wanted to go to the new Tractor Supply store that opened to the north of us. Now, mind you, I had just been to the city earlier in the day getting some stuff done and purchased for my mom before she gets here, and some stuff I need to take with me for her. Right? So we had just been in the city, drove right past this Tractor Supply store, and he didn't even think to ask me to stop. Well, I didn't have to drive. That's okay, because we had to gas the truck for church yesterday, so that was all right. So we went to Tractor Supply in the evening on Saturday. He insisted we all have to get new hats for the trip. So I'm like, all right, sure, whatever. Let's go along. I got to see cute little baby ducklings, so sure, why not? So, yeah, my train of thought left the station. It's been such a long week. Okay, thank you. So after we left Tractor Supply, I asked him if we could just go run by Michael's real quick, because there was a couple of things I was looking for, and after an email I had gotten over the weekend, I wanted to go check things out. So if you saw in my post tab, I put up 3 pictures. Now, if you look closely at the one of the patterns, it's not just clothing. It looks like it's going to be patterns for like stuffed animals and stuff like that too. For sewing, of course, but I couldn't get the full wall of patterns because there was a cart full of cotton painterly cakes. I don't know what they were doing. They were doing a bunch of rearranging in their craft department, like where the well, the fabric aisle, there's now a fabric aisle. And then if you saw, I took a picture, if you want fabric cut, you go to the framing department. Which, okay, I guess that makes sense. That's how it is at the one by our church too. So I did notice a whole bunch more loops and threads yarns. I noticed a bunch more Caron, like the, oh gosh, what is it? Let me see who it is. All in one patchwork yarn. Okay, it's by Bernat. So there was also a bunch of Bernat. So it was the Bernat blanket patchwork yarn. I had to get the I had to get the title of it correct. So they had a bunch of that in stock. I did not get it because it's blanket yarn, and you know I don't do blanket yarn really. They had a whole bunch of different colors of the Sweet Snuggles Light. The fluffy yarn, remember that from earlier, I think it was earlier this year or late last year. It looked like it was going to come out as a seasonal thing. Well, they actually have a place for that on the shelves now. So I was really happy to see that. The yarn department was hopping. There was a lot of yarn. They were putting more yarn out. I only found one skein of Twisted Tones that was on clearance. I did not get it because it was just one, and that's not what I needed. I did get a couple of things, and I'll show you, and I did find some hidden clearance. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. The yarn in store is $5.99 a yard, which is what it was online. Now, online they have a much bigger selection. I did not see anything in the way of like sewing machines or anything like that yet, but they are definitely doing something to that department. So I will go back. I did see some fabric I wanted for later on. I didn't get it right now because I don't need it right now, but it would be used to line granny square bags. So I will go back for that maybe at a later date. But $5.99 a yard is not too bad for even character yarns and, you know, licensed yarns. No, fabrics. So even the licensed stuff is $5.99, which is what I saw online as well. So that's not terrible. But yeah. Okay, so let me show you what I got. It's not much, but then we can go from there. So the hat that I chose when we went to Tractor Supply, I figured was fitting because we're going to be gone for 4th of July. So there's that one. And then I'll do this one in a minute because that's my hidden clearance. Okay, so Loops and Threads Impressions yarn. Why do I not remember this yarn? It's 246 yards. They're a bulky 5, 6mm knitting needle and crochet hook. Recommended. 100% acrylic, machine wash cold, tumble dry low. And these are in the color Spicy Cinnamon. I bought 2 of these. Now, I don't remember the Loops and Threads Impressions. I don't know why, but I was showing you that upside down. Why didn't y'all tell me? You're probably over there screaming, hey, it's upside down. So yeah, Loops and Threads Impressions. I bought 2 of these. They were originally $9.99 a skein. I paid less than that because I had a coupon for doing their survey. So, yeah. So I bought 2 of those. Now, the hidden clearance. If you remember, I went to my Michaels here in town because the app said that they had the clearance amigurumi kits for $5. And then when I went in store, everything was regular price. There was no clearance tags, nothing, right? Well, when I went to the one to the north of me, I just grabbed the amigurumi kit that I've been wanting to get to make for my mom. It's going to obviously take me some time because of the kind of yarn it is. But I figured, you know what, whatever, I'm going to pay full price for it, right? I got to the register and they were $5. They are not marked $5, but they are $5. So this is the one I got. This is Kevin the Koala. And you can see everything that comes in this. Now, I did open this kit because I wasn't driving on Saturday. And I looked at it when we were on our way home. And yeah, I'm going to need to take my time. I'm going to need to go slow just because it is a chenille type yarn. And I don't do good with that kind of yarn, but I'm determined to make this kit. I'm determined to get into more amigurumi type stuff by the end of the year. So even if it's just small ones, I don't care. It'll be progress for me in my journey. So now, I don't know if it's for every single amigurumi kit is $5. I know for sure this koala was $5. That's what I paid for him on Saturday. So I only bought the 2 skeins of yarn and the koala, and then Levi got some candy that I'll probably end up sharing with him because it's a watermelon flavor and he's not used to watermelon. And then I also bought 2 of the little plastic plants, just the little ones that are like no more than yay big, and they're monsteras. So those are going to go on my homeschool shelf out there. I just bought them for decoration. They were on sale for 99 cents a plant. So, and then also at Tractor Supply, we had to bring home a new friend that has gone to church with us twice and is going to be going on this big trip with us very soon. So we have a kitty cat. Yeah. There you go. Take your kitty. So, anyways, yeah. So I'm going to go, friends. This is a little bit longer video than I thought. But yeah, big things are happening at Michael's. Now, the one here in town, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if it's because it's a smaller store or what. The one to the north of me is bigger. There is another one in another city the other direction from me. It's like, oh, it's east something. I don't know. It's in another city. I'm going to probably check that one out after we get back. And if I see a Michael's when we're on the road, I might pop in there too and just see what's going on with them too. But it looks like big things are happening and this could be for the good. Now, I would love to see them bring back classes of some sort, you know, like, I think Joanne had online classes, right? So I think that would be great. Like how to use a sewing machine and sewing for absolute beginners, like how to thread the bobbins and this and that, you know, that kind of thing. I know, I get it. It's all over YouTube, but not everybody uses YouTube. So yeah. All right. Anyways, friends. So yeah, I'm off. I'm going. I've got a long day, a lot of stuff going on. So I love you all. God loves you. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you in the next